Love After Lockup is almost back. On July 17th, the new season of Love After Lockup will be airing, and guys, I am so unbelievably excited, and even better yet, the Love After Lockup YouTube channel just released a little sneak peek clip of the new season. So let's not waste any more time and just jump right into what happened in this sneak peek clip, and I'll also introduce the rest of the cast and what I know on these castmates. So let's jump right in. In this sneak peek of the new season of Love After Lockup, we got to see basically two of the couples. One of them is Scott and Lindsay. Scott is originally from New York. Lindsay is from Mississippi. She's 27, he is 50. So number one, the first red flag, they have a ginormous age difference. But let's just keep moving on to the rest of the red flags with this couple. So Scott said he is a successful entrepreneur. Clearly the guy has money because clearly, without a doubt, mark my words you guys, Lindsay is using Scott. I have no doubt whatsoever. And yes, Lindsay is the one in prison. She got messed up selling you know what, the wrong kind of a stuff, and she was speeding while she was selling. And so one thing led to another. She ended up being in a high-speed car chase going 140 miles per hour down somewhat of a road. I don't know if it was the highway or what, but she was going 114 miles per hour, and of course she got arrested for that, and the selling everything else, and so she got arrested. She's been in jail. She ended up meeting Scott on an online dating website for prisoners. And the funniest thing is Scott said, yes, I met Lindsay online on a dating website where you can meet prisoners. And I just think this is so funny because every season, the people that aren't in prison, they usually always meet typically on one of these dating websites for prisoners, and they always try to act like it is completely normal, but you're not going on there like it's a normal dating website. You are going on there with the idea to meet a prisoner. So something's got to be wrong up here more than likely if that is what your goal is. But anyway, Scott met Lindsay. He sent her some pictures. One thing leads to another, and in Lindsay's word and Scott's words, they hit it off. But Lindsay already said in the first 2 or 3 years since they've been talking, Scott has sent her around $15,000 to $20,000. Yes. What on earth are you going to do with $15,000 to $20,000 in prison? But, if that is not enough proof for you guys that Lindsay is totally using Scott, Scott is also taking care of and helping out with Lindsay's daughter. She has a young teenage daughter, and he is like helping her do who knows what, bring her here and there, and I don't know if he is paying for bills and stuff with her too, but he is also doing that. And it sounds like he's even helping her with her mom. And you're probably wondering, well, how does this make sense if Scott is in New York and Lindsay is originally, in Mississippi? Well, Scott left New York to move to Mississippi to be closer to Lindsay and her family. And if you guys want to know the icing on the cake, Scott and Lindsay have never, ever even met. Yeah, you heard that right. So this guy has given her $15,000 to $20,000. He is helping out with her daughter. He's taking care of the mom, and he's never even met her. And in the sneak peek episode, Scott basically just ran us through their whole relationship like I just told you guys. And then an interior decorator met with him at his new house in Mississippi because Lindsay wants to get it all fancy and dolled up, and so it looks real nice when she gets released and will be living there with him. I am at a loss of words. And the funniest part of this entire situation, you guys, is that Scott was saying he's been, extremely successful with business, but with dating and with women, he's never had a very long-term relationship because he doesn't want to waste his time on a girl that just wants to kind of run around and waste his time. Okay, I heard that, and all I can think of, you just described Lindsay. As far as I can see, this Lindsay girl is using your time. She's wasting your time, rather. She's wasting your money and a million other things. How is this not what you just described? So, Scott, Lindsay, this is going to be completely hilarious, you guys, and mark my words, it is not going to end well. And if they do stay together at the end of the season, he's just going to be completely suckered because Lindsay even did say she dates older men because they have money. Nothing about love at all in this situation. And the next couple we got to see is Jessica and Maurice. Supposedly, they met on plentyoffish.com, which last I heard, Plenty of Fish doesn't have a prisoner section to it. So I don't know if Maurice, because Maurice is the one in prison, I don't know if Maurice just got on that website, or I don't know. But that is what Jessica said. They met on Plenty of Fish, and Jessica, she's from Vegas, Maurice is from Compton in California. She even said it. They had extremely different upbringings. It sounds like Maurice had a pretty difficult upbringing. He was around the wrong crowd. One thing led to another, and he ended up in jail. Whereas Jessica, she just lived a pretty normal middle-class life. She has a mom, she has a dad. She still talks to him. You know, they're still in touch. They still have their big family, and she just had a pretty normal middle-class life. Very different than Maurice, but she met him on that website. They fell in love, and eventually they actually got married. I think they've been talking for, I want to say, 5 to 6-ish years, and then I think like 3 to 4 years ago, they actually got married in prison. So it is just absolutely insane. And if you're wondering, Jessica's parents clearly really don't support her, and her sister, who was like her best friend, according to Jessica, completely cut her off and shunned her and will not talk to her anymore. But the parents are pretty much just saying, hey, you're our daughter, we wish you nothing but the best, but you are married and with someone that is in prison. That's really weird, that's really odd. However, we will stand here and support you until we're proven otherwise, which is probably the same stance I would take. I mean, you don't want to cut off your kids unless they're with someone that is god-awful, and we really don't know. Maurice has been in jail for a while. He could have made a mistake. We can't judge him yet. So he could be a very good guy. They could be a great match. Probably not, more than likely, but we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. And according to Jessica, she is madly, madly, madly in love with this guy. And unfortunately, we didn't get to hear anything from Maurice. I am super excited to see how it plays out with these two, because Jessica was just swearing up and down, this guy's amazing, he's changed, he's unbelievable. So I am dying to see how this plays out. And for the other couples that we get to see, there are 7 couples on this new season of Love After Lockup. I just mentioned 2 of them. Here are the other 5. Okay, first one is Chevelle and Quaylon, I want to say right there. They met, I believe, through a mutual friend, believe it or not, and then they ended up kind of hitting it off. One thing led to another, they started dating, and it sounds like Chevelle's parents, because Chevelle has, I believe, a daughter, a 5-year-old daughter, Chevelle's family is just like, this doesn't really sound good, because what man that just got out of prison wants to all of a sudden, boom, just jump into a relationship with a kid and everything else? I mean, I don't want to judge, but if you've been incarcerated for that long, you probably want to date and have a good time, and do you really want to jump into a extremely serious relationship? Maybe some do, maybe some don't, but the parents of Chevelle have some concern. Then there, boom, right there is John and Christiana, I want to say, and this couple looks absolutely hilarious. And I want to use the word couple loosely because I believe they just met 3 months ago. This John guy is already going to propose to her the day she gets out of prison. When she walks out, it sounds like his plan is to get on one knee right there with a limo and ask her to marry him. So this is just going to be hilarious. It looks like a joke. They seem like 2 different people. He seems a little bit more kind of just rural, farmy, hipster kinda, and she seems like she's kind of, stuck up, got the whole look, the makeup and everything going on. So I don't know how these are going to mesh, but I think it is going to be hilarious. Sean and Destiny right there, and to be honest, guys, I don't know the first thing about them. There was nothing shown on this couple. Then right there, Therese and Chanda, and once again, I don't know much about this couple. However, I do know that he is around 50 years old, and I believe she is only 27, so once again, dang, 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 let's wave the red flag. That is never a good first sign, so I wouldn't be shocked, don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be shocked if she is trying to get something out of him, and it even sounds like his family members were saying, hey, you could be getting used, and I did see in the preview that he was saying, how could I be getting used? But, I mean, hey, you're 50, she's 27, that is a gigantic age gap. And last but not least is right there, Heather and Dylan, and honestly, guys, this seems to be the only, 1 out of the 7 couples that seem to be a real legitimate couple. They seem to actually love each other, they're both good looking, they seem to have a really good connection. So I just think this couple, I don't know anything about them because there hasn't been any info leaked on this couple, but from the preview I saw, they looked like a real legitimate happy couple. So that is basically all I know on them. So Love After Lockup, seriously, I am telling you, one of my favorite shows. Probably my 3rd favorite show, but it's right there because Married at First Sight and 90 Day Fiancé are tied at number 1-ish, and then you'd probably throw in Love After Lockup. So I guess you could say it's my 2nd favorite show. I love this show. It is filled with drama. It is real. The reason why I love Love After Lockup is because these couples are, number one, no offense, but they're usually pretty nuts, and number two, it's real drama usually. Sometimes there's some fake stuff, I think, planted in there, but a lot of the times, it seems like these are real, legitimate couples that are just freaking nuts, and they met online on a prison dating site, and it's hilarious to watch how it plays out. So, I love this show. Make sure to comment below your thoughts, your predictions on all of these couples, and let me know if you are going to continue to watch Love After Lockup this season. It airs on July 17th, so just this upcoming Friday, and you already know me, I am going to be glued to the TV. Well, thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and also make sure to like and comment, and stay tuned for many more videos.